Joan Rivers said that Michelle Obama was a man before she died.
Was that a joke? I thought it was a joke.
I thought it was a joke too, but the way she said it wasn't like jokey. She was like, oh, come on, everybody knows Michelle Obama's the man. Like, remember that?
Yeah, like, would Big Mike kill you for that?
Well, I think she died because she had 1,000 plastic surgeries. But
yeah, she was going under.
Yeah.
She just sees these big black arms coming over her face. Big Mike.
Bro.
Oh, no.
Whoever did Madonna's face was working on Joan Rivers first and perfect.
For years, Michelle Obama has been treated like political royalty, showered with praise as if she's beyond criticism. But Joe Rogan strips away that glossy exterior with his trademark bluntness. He rejects the staged imagery, the constant media fawning, and the recycled book tour narratives that try to paint her as the wisest woman in the country. Rogan cuts through the myth of Michelle the icon, revealing instead a constructed persona pieced together by public relations teams and 24-hour news worship.
Joe Rogan is calling out Oprah and Michelle Obama for hypocritical speeches at the DNC Watch.
She's up there talking about income inequality. Like, hey, lady.
Yeah, I know.
You're rich as like, how is that equal? And also, when Michelle Obama was saying, you know, I think she was saying her mother or grandmother was always suspicious of people who took more than they needed.
Yes.
Like, you are worth so much money.
Take more than they need. The Obamas have 4 mansions.
Her professional path is driven less by meaningful action and more by calculated performance. While the media props her up as a beacon of inspiration, Rogan argues that inspiration doesn't write legislation, solve crises, or implement real change. It's like hanging a feel-good poster in a crumbling building. Nice to look at, but ultimately pointless. Michelle sold herself as a moral compass for the nation, but Rogan sees her ambitions focused more on selling books and landing media deals than guiding America forward.
Guilty of massive amounts of misinformation and disinformation as a part of a propaganda campaign.
Attorney General Pam Bondi has directed federal prosecutors to launch a grand jury investigation into members of the Obama administration over the 2016 Russia investigation.
A lot of them are guilty of it. A lot of the people that are in that White House press conference, a lot of the organizations they work for, distributed absolute lies.
Total lies.
Tulsi Gabbard declassified documents that she says shows Obama administration officials manufactured intelligence to make it look like Russia interfered in the 2016 election.
How many of them during the whole Russiagate thing?
A lot of people think that the Russia thing was real.
Yeah, still.
I mean, the whole Steele dossier where it was like completely concocted.
Funded by the Clinton campaign.
Even more glaring is how she champions grievance while enjoying a life of excess. Rogan zeroes in on the absurdity of someone preaching hardship while starring in celebrity-heavy Netflix shows from sprawling luxury estates. The hypocrisy is so loud, it speaks for itself. It's the kind of contradiction Rogan lives to expose. Michelle perfected the role of the victim-turned-role model while remaining sheltered in fame and fortune. She's not breaking barriers. She's rehearsing relatability for applause on demand.
Were they private or public? Like, when he was a senator?
I don't know. I just know that
he was a senator, right?
Yes,
before he became president,
for sure.
So
I don't,
what, law school, Senate?
I have no issue because I want to live. I have no issue with Big Mike. I don't care that they killed that sex slave in Martha's Vineyard. That's what happens to sex slaves. They drown in ponds. That's what happens. You fuck the ruling class, you drown a pond. That's what happens. If you get your little mouthy, you go into the pond. I don't have a problem with it. I have no I think it's good. I actually think it's good. I think it makes our country fun. I think it makes us unique. I think Putin and them are scared of that shit.
They do it all the time.
I think Putin and the Chinese are like, they...
Rogan also shreds the myth of her political promise. For years, Democrats and the media have whispered her name as the party's secret weapon. But Rogan doesn't see a tactician or a leader. He sees someone who's coasted on Barack Obama's legacy, pretending her speeches and pet projects held equal weight. Her Let's Move initiative became a national joke. A limp campaign remembered more for punchlines than impact.
More about performance.
Her most celebrated moments,
her as a symbol
cafeteria menus and garden photo ops. That's not governance, that's theater.
Or the first woman president.
We have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know Michelle
is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty funny how she said it.
Okay, we all know it. So what year was that, Jamie, that she said that?
Rogan digs deeper into the glaring contradictions. Michelle branded herself as anti-elitist, a champion of the people, while living a life soaked in elite privilege. Rogan ridicules the notion that someone who vacations on billionaire-owned islands can preach about struggle or sacrifice. It's political performance art, designed to keep the Obama name relevant without actually engaging in leadership. Rogan doesn't just highlight the double standard. He shines a spotlight so bright that the makeup starts to melt.
Will not run for president.
Yeah, I heard you say I think Michelle should run.
She could win. She could win, I think. I think if she ran, she could win.
Did you ever run for office?
No.
I have to ask it.
No.
No kind of office.
No.
I don't think she wants that, though.
No,
I don't
I
think she
guess.
wants that in her life. The bull that they dealt with over the 8 years when he was president.
Because I've got these two young people at home. Being the kids, the daughters of a president, just think about it. Not so easy.
That job for anybody that really good at it.
Yeah, I trust the person who doesn't want the job more than the person who wants the job.
It's not something that I'm interested in or would ever do.
Then there's the question of authenticity. Rogan thrives on calling out
Rogan
phonies,
spotlights the
and
absurdity of
Michelle's
someone who
public
spends
persona
years talking
feels
about
as
struggle.
genuine as a scripted reality show. Her stories feel rehearsed, her anecdotes polished by professionals, her casual moments suspiciously well packaged. Rogan doesn't applaud her charm. He's frustrated by how clearly manufactured it all is. The most relatable thing about her is the effort she puts into appearing relatable. The media keeps insisting she's universally beloved,
Have floated Michelle
but
as the
Rogan
ultimate
sees through
candidate,
it.
the ace
Strip
of
away
their
the Obama name, and the political buzz vanishes.
I didn't even know Joe Rogan was a comedian.
You know, it's just good to see everybody having a good time. The country's almost back to normal before World War III. COVID was just so strange. We lost a lot of people during COVID, and most of them are still alive. Yeah. Before COVID, I would have told you that vaccines are the most important invention in human history. After COVID, I'm like, I don't think we went to the...
Beyond politics, Rogan hones in on how Michelle uses culture to stay relevant. She works the media circuit like a seasoned pro, building a brand around empowerment and elegance. But Rogan argues that empowerment without results is just a costume. She became a symbol of change without making any. The press sold her as revolutionary, but Rogan says she's more figurehead than reformer, more influencer than policymaker. What truly gets under his skin is the media's double standard. She profits from inequality talk while swimming in millions, and gets praised for it. Rogan calls it out loud and clear.
I have no issue with Big Mike.
That is the wackiest conspiracy.
It's a wacky conspiracy. Can I make one point for the people that on the side of it? But I don't think she's Big Mike. It is weird that there's not one photo of her pregnant, but maybe there is. Maybe it's not weird. I don't know.
She's a public person. Why would you want photos of her pregnant out there?
I understand that. Maybe it is weird. Maybe it's not weird. Maybe it's not weird.
Well, also, when she had her kids, were they private or public?
I have no issue because I want...
Rogan also takes aim at the laughable notion of Michelle as a presidential contender. He doesn't see a bold leader. He sees a human TED Talk. Her gift is oratory, not governance. Rogan stresses that charisma isn't competence, and if speeches solved problems, we'd all live in
Rogan
utopia
spotlights
by
the
now.
absurdity of someone who
Michelle
spends years talking
exemplifies
about
how
struggle.
politics has become a stage show, and Rogan methodically picks apart her role in that spectacle. He sees her as a media-made character, protecting the Obama
Voted
brand
Michelle as the
post-presidency.
ultimate candidate.
When Rogan attacks that brand, there's little left. The empire, he says, runs on optics, not leadership, and
Sales
Michelle is its
and
poster
television
child.
Rogan pulls.
This is not a prank. You never seen it?
No.
It's amazing. He gets a glass of Flint tap water. I swear to God, he drinks it like this. Watch this.
Can I get some water? I'm still waiting for my water. I really did need a glass of water. This is not a stunt.
Usually when something isn't a stunt, you have to say
It's
that.
100% a stunt. When was the last time a president stopped a speech to ask, can I get a glass of water? No, you bring water on stage.
For years, Michelle Obama has soaked in the glow of celebrity politics, coasting on curated photos, endless tours, and repetitive tales of adversity. But Joe Rogan steps in and wipes off the shine. That carefully built image of America's role model starts looking more like a marketing strategy than an honest backstory. The same woman who preaches about systemic barriers is cashing million-dollar checks and lounging in Martha's Vineyard. Rogan calls this the oldest political trick in the book. Sell hardship while living in luxury. But Michelle packages it like she created the concept of authenticity.
The accusation, they're throwing around the word treason.
I hate to say this, but President Barack Obama, there is now incontrovertible evidence that he was the spearhead of a seditious conspiracy to subvert the will of the American people and overthrow the United States government back in 2016.
They're saying that Obama knew that Russia did not meddle in the election, did not have any impact.
Then there's the game she plays with political ambition. Michelle repeatedly claims she's not interested in running, doesn't want power, and shies from attention. Yet somehow she stays in the limelight. Her presence looms over Democratic politics like a figure always in waiting. Rogan exposes this for what it is: strategic optics. Feigned reluctance only amplifies intrigue and influence. That's not humility. It's control disguised as modesty. Looking back at her time as First Lady, Rogan doesn't see a legacy. He sees PR. Her Let's Move campaign was more about optics than outcomes. Kids didn't suddenly eat healthy because she grew kale in D.C. Still, she milks the moment like she saved a generation. Rogan's verdict: classic case of imagery over impact.